Hi, welcome to Coloring Beyond the Forest with Michelle, and I want to do a real quick video today sharing what my two favorite papers are for Copics. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos on YouTube using this free download that's available on my website. I'll have a link to it below in the description. And what I'm going to be doing is sharing some of my favorite Copic blends from the different families, and we're going to be putting it into a color wheel. So two things, you'll be able to track what some of your favorite blends are and put them into a color wheel so you can apply color theory when you're going to color your next image and helping you pick which families you might want to use. So go to my website, grab this free download, and then you're going to want to print it out. Hence why I want to do this video on paper, because you need to know what paper to print it out on. I have two favorite papers that I love for Copics. The very first paper that I love is X-Pressit blending card paper. Love this paper. Copics blend like butter on this paper. Love, love, love X-Pressit blending card. Can't go wrong. I do use it a lot. I use it when I know I am going to be stamping an image and then cutting it out with die cuts, or if I'm going to be printing some digis through my laser printer and then going to be fussy cutting them out. And the reason I use X-Pressit blending card for those reasons is because of the price. I don't use it all the time. This packet is about 125 sheets. It's available at Dick Blick. So 125 sheets is quite a few sheets of paper. And so it will last you a while. But this pack of 125 sheets of paper is about $43, $44. If you like math, which I do, love math, that comes out to about 35 cents a sheet. So not too bad when you put it in the per page price there, but the other option I'm going to show you is a little bit cheaper. So because of the cost, I don't use this all the time. I also don't use this all the time because of two reasons. One, let me reverse these here. The top one is Copic, and the second one is the other paper I'm going to show you. As you can see, the X-Pressit blending card really has a gray hue to it. And so therefore, I don't want to use this all the time, because when I want white paper, I want white paper. I don't want light gray paper. So I'm not going to use that all the time. And the other reason I'm not going to use it all the time is because this is roughly about 80-pound paper, and it's not good enough to be my what I consider a cardstock. So I use Copic Expressit blending paper when I'm going to be coloring an image, and then I'm going to be cutting it out. And so therefore I can be very stingy with how much paper I use and not waste anything and make it last a good long time, since I am paying a little bit more for it. So, but it does work beautifully with Copics, blends like butter, can't go wrong. And so truly this is a paper I use all the time. But for the reasons I don't use this, I need to have another paper on hand. And for me, that other paper that I like to have on hand is Hammermill Premium Color Copy Cover Paper. Phew, that's a mouthful. Don't worry, I'll have a link for this item too below, and this is available at Amazon. Now this is a lot of paper. You'll get a workout just lifting this up and down. There's 250 sheets come in this packet of paper. Now this packet on Amazon today is about $22, $23 on Amazon. So basically that comes out to about 9 cents a sheet for paper. Now that's a lot cheaper than 35 cents. So that is one reason I really like it, because it's cheaper. But my second reason is Copics really do work beautifully on Hammermill. When I first started using Copic Markers, I used Nina Classic Solar Crest paper that a lot of people use out there, but I always struggled with my blending and I couldn't figure out why. And I was like, yeah, I kind of like Copics, but I'm not quite getting the hang of this. And then I got introduced to Hammermill, and a light bulb kind of just went off for me. I started blending better and fell in love with Hammermill. So gave my Nina away, and basically Hammermill is my go-to paper. And it's my go-to for three reasons. One, works great with Copic, so that's really the only reason you need an all theory, but I do want to give you a couple other reasons to back that up. The other reason is because it's 100-pound. So where I didn't like the X-Pressit because it was 80-pound and not heavy enough, the Hammermill is heavy enough. So I consider this almost a cardstock. Now there are heavier cardstocks out there, but I can still fit 100-pound paper through my laser printer. And so therefore 100-pound is good enough, heavy enough to be a card base, and I can still use it for my Copics in my laser printer if I'm going to be using digis. So that is two great reasons. Third great reason why I love the Hammermill is this is a great all-around crafting paper. I can use this when I just want to stamp. And what I mean by that is, I know, maybe a shocker, but I'm not always in the mood to color. Sometimes I want to do some good old two-step stamping and just have fun stamping and putting a card together and not have Copics involved with it. And I think this great paper is a fantastic choice for just when you want to be stamping. So great paper, great for Copics, great for cardstock, great for stamping. Good all-around paper. So I hope you'll go to my website, grab this free download, print it out on what your favorite Copic paper is, and then I hope you'll join me in a future video where we'll start to learn what some of my favorite blends are. Thank you.